But CNBC TV18 is celebrating its 24 years this week. So the first management for the day is REC. The stock has surged more than 211% this year so far. Do note, in the 8 months of FY24, the company's disbursals have jumped to 1 lakh crores versus 46,000 crore rupees on a year-on-year basis. To discuss opportunities in the renewable sector and thermal capacity addition, we have Vivek Kumar Dewangan, who is the chairman and managing director at REC. Mr. Dewangan, thanks a lot for joining in. Appreciate your time here on CNBC TV18. I want to first talk about the renewable energy space because that's the big focus area for the government. India has a target of 500 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity by 2030. What is the opportunity for a company like yours, and where do you stand right now?
We have very huge opportunity. Right now, we are at the level of 180 gigawatt capacity of renewable energy, or we may say non-fossil fuel-based capacity. This has to increase to more than 500 gigawatt in the next 7 years. So it means that 320 gigawatt capacity would be added. And since renewable energy is intermittent in nature, will require to have storage solutions like pump storage hydro projects, battery energy storage, and if commercially viable, hydrogen fuel cell also. Then associated evacuation system for this renewable energy in terms of green energy corridor would also be required, and new technology areas like green hydrogen and green ammonia are also emerging. A preliminary study has been carried out by technical arm of the Ministry of Power, that is Central Electricity Authority, that this entire initiative, the entire ecosystem development will require total funding of about 30 lakh crore, and debt financing would be to the tune of about 21 lakh crore. REC is targeting a humble pie of about 3 lakh crore in this overall business opportunity which is available in respect of renewable energy segment.
Okay, that's some very helpful numbers. So you're saying that the total funding of 30 lakh crores is required, and REC is targeting 3 lakh crores in the renewable energy space. Can you help us with some immediate numbers? Because I was looking at the disbursement growth. It's been very good in renewable energy. Totally, I think year on year, the growth has been 90%. Sequentially, it's been 180%. What kind of immediate disbursement growth do you see by the end of FY24 and 25?
Yeah. Last year, our overall disbursement was about 97,000 crore. And in the first 8 months itself, we have crossed 1,03,000 crore. And we hope to close this year by the end of March 2024. Our disbursement will definitely increase more than 1,50,000 crore. And in the next financial year, FY25, we aim to disburse about 2 lakh crore. And about 30% of this will come from the renewable energy segment.
Interesting. Hi, sir. Good morning, and thanks so much for joining in. Well, in terms of your AUM, the last recorded number, I think, is around 4.7 lakh crore approximately. And the last time we chatted, we were talking about a vicinity of around 4.85 to around 5 lakh crore AUM by the end of this fiscal. You're pretty much already there. And as you're saying, disbursements are really picking up. So where do you end this year with in terms of an AUM target, point number one? And I think renewables as a percentage of your book is roughly around, what, 6%? And from a stock market perspective, they see it going to mid-teens. If yes, by when?
Yeah. Let me tell you that our asset under management at the beginning of this financial year was 4,35,000 crore, which had seen year-on-year growth about 13%. But in the first half itself, at the end of Q2, our asset under management had grown to about 4,74,000. That is about 20% growth. And we hope to maintain this growth of 20%, and our asset under management at the end of this current financial year will be more than 5,10,000 crore. And we had made an assessment, we had made a conservative assessment earlier that our asset under management will grow to about 10 lakh crore by the end of 2030. But if we are able to maintain this growth trajectory of 20%, our asset under management will grow to 10 lakh crore by the year 2028 itself. With regard to share of renewable energy in our portfolio, you rightly pointed out that the renewable energy portfolio is only about 6% of our asset under management. But as I had told you, that we are aggressively pursuing the renewable energy financing, and we have a huge pipeline of projects. And we hope that our renewable energy portfolio will grow by 10 times from present 30,000 crore to 3 lakh crore by the year 2030. So that would be about 30% of our asset under management.
All right, just a quick follow-up question then on the NIMs. They're holding around that 3.5% odd mark, but you're looking at diversifying a little bit from what you have been, to the sector that you've been lending in the past as well. Give and take everything, what's the cost of funds and what's the outlook on the NIMs from here on?
Yeah, as you have seen that Government of India is giving push to the infrastructure financing. Current year in the central government's budget, they have proposed that 10 lakh crore is going for infrastructure sector itself. And I hope that in the coming year, since India is planning to become a developed country by the year 2047, the investment in infrastructure sector is going to grow. Now, coming to our cost of fund, we are trying to reduce our cost of fund. It was at the beginning of this financial year, it was about 7.28%. Now, with use of our innovative financing and hedging techniques, we have been able to bring down our cost of fund to about 7.17%. That is reduction of about 11 BPS point. And we are targeting to bring down our cost of fund to about 7% by using innovative hedging techniques and external commercial borrowing. Recently, we had done road shows in Tokyo, Hong Kong, and London. We have got a very good feedback from our investors, and we are planning to bring green bonds to raise low-cost funds. And there is another segment that is 54 EC bond, which is a capital gain saving tax instrument. There also there is a huge growth, and we hope to bring down our cost of fund to about 7%. With regard to our net interest margin, we are targeting to hold on to about 3.5% or 3.6%, which we are 100% confident to hold on.
Okay.
So, good morning, Prashant here. Is there any risk on the horizon, sir? I mean, with lending institutions, and this is because the incremental fastest growth will come in the renewable segment, which is not new, but it is newer as compared to the age-old thermal, right? So models will evolve, demand, supplies, I mean, everything is going to be in a state of flux for the next many years till we get to a steady state capacity there. What's the risk? Are these loans backed by individual assets? I mean, is there any risk as you see it?
There is not much risk except that some technological challenges are there in respect to renewable energy segment. Like for green hydrogen and green ammonia space that we have started financing, the cost of electrolyzer needs to come down to bring down the cost of production of green hydrogen. Right now, it is coming around $5 to $6 per kg. So I hope that a lot of research and development is going on, and the moment we are able to bring down the cost of production green hydrogen to about, say, $1 per kg, that is the one challenge. And second is the storage solution. Cost of the storage solution has also to come down to make the injection of renewable energy into the grid sustainable. And this storage solution like hydrogen fuel cell could be a good source of storage.
So would you say that a lot of the lending that you are doing, it is contingent on technology bringing the cost and making renewable power more affordable, essentially?
Yeah, the scale of operation will increase. We have already started at the present level of technology which is available. The scale of operation will increase by manifold the moment this cost of technology comes down.
Okay. I have a couple of questions. This 10 lakh crore AUM target that you gave us, is there any fundraising that is needed in order to achieve this target?
Yes.
Okay.
Current year, I told you that our disbursement target is about 1,50,000 crore. Our board, in the last meeting, which was held on 30th of November, we already increased our borrowing limit to 1,50,000 crore. So per annum, we'll have to borrow about 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh crore in the next 5 to 6 years.
Per annum, you have to borrow 1.5 lakh to 2 lakh crore in order to meet this target, right? Is what you said. Got it. The other thing, can you tell me what is the visibility for FY25 in terms of the ROE for the business? What kind of ROE are you looking at?
ROE for business, we are looking for more than 20%. It may go up to 20 to 23% for the FY25.
Okay, 20 to 23%. Just one final question. This fundraising that you're going to be needing per year, will that be via the equity route?
Yeah, actually, we use multiple sources of borrowing. First is this institutional corporate bonds, which we raise from the domestic market. That is about 30%, 39% our borrowing. The second most important is external commercial borrowing, the share of which is about 28% of our total borrowing. This share of external commercial borrowing is likely to increase because with the use of innovative hedging technique, we have been able to bring down the cost of external commercial borrowing. The term loans from the bank, domestic bank, that is also, that share is about 20%, and the share of about 54 EC bond is about 10%. With suitable mix of our different financial option, we are trying to bring down our cost of the borrowing and raise the sufficient fund for which is required for our disbursement.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, sir. Great speaking with you here on CNBC TV18. Good luck. I mean, you know, the stock's been doing phenomenally well, not just yours, but PFC as well, and another 4.5% odd.